Looks like things are getting pretty interesting. And welcome back, guys. It is just good to be in the shop, doing fabricating and stuff like that. We're still working on the intake manifold, and it's looking so good, man. It went from level 1 to level 2, and it is just, it's getting there, man. We're gonna go and work today. We're gonna cut this out. We're gonna cut a hole to adapt the 74 millimeter throttle body onto the stock manifold. So it has a hole port match for the stock throttle body, which was 60 or 62 millimeters big. So I took some anti-seize and I put it on the back of this throttle body, and then I pushed it up against the intake manifold, and then I made my marking right here and then drew in the rest with Sharpie so I know where to grind out. And then we're also going to be painting this intake manifold. So I'm going to primer it today, put it in front of the heater because it's like probably 60 degrees in here. I just want it to be a little bit warmer. And then yeah, then in the next video we should be putting it in the hatch. So yep, let's get to it. So I'm about an hour into grinding this hole out for the throttle body, and what I've been doing is just mating it up to the intake manifold and looking down the butterfly valve. And I've gotten it big enough to be able to move it fully, but you can kind of see on the top right, top left, I still need to grind down a lot of material. So let's keep going. And now it's finally time to gut this mid plate. And welcome back, guys. It's a couple days later. Just had Christmas, and we're back at the shop, and I just got done cleaning my car. It was an absolute wreck. But it is another day, but it is the same task. We are getting progress done on the intake manifold, and also this thermostat housing. I got that all painted up, ready to get put back on. I decided to go with the silver bottom portion of my intake manifold. I just gotta clear coat that. Got the heater in front of it so I can like put heat on it to like warm everything up so that, like, my paint will stick. Then I have my mid plates right here. I just need to continue sanding this down and like put a little bit more edge into it. And then over here I have this huge portion of JB weld right here that was covering up a hole right there, and this was all, I just made mistakes, man, and I just kind of ground down it a little bit too much on here, so I'm trying to get it all flat. Then I still have to grind down on the corners here, then that all will be done. Also, I'll be working on the top portion of the intake manifold too. Be sanding on the front, working on the idler control valve holes right here. Then I have a whole lot of JB weld in here because there's a channel that I fell through right here when I was grinding it down. So I had to fill all that in, fill this hole in there right here that connects all this together, and then cut the runners out so I can have one big hole. Paint this thing up tonight, and then put the rest of it all together, put it back on the car, and then just look at it and see how awesome it's gonna look. I bet it's gonna look fantastic. I'm finally starting to see the light at the end of the tunnel, guys. About 2 hours or so, I finally got this all cut out and then wire wheeled and grinded down the walls. But as I was doing that, I found out that there's another hole right here for the idle air control valve that I ran into, another part of the channel that goes through this intake manifold. So I'm gonna have to fill that up. And then I got this all sanded down, got it a little bit more edging to do. But basically, I'm going to have to wait for this to harden, and then for this to harden, and then tomorrow, I'll finally get to put it all together, hopefully. Alrighty, guys, it's the next day, and I have so much to do, man. I got this that I need to sand down. I have to shine all these runners up, get this all prepped for paint. And then, oh man, I forgot that I got this vise just now. I have never had a vise in my shop, and I've been just using my dad's vise over there. But I've been having the heater going this whole time, but I've been doing a lot of fabricating over there with no heater, so I've been just wasting it. So like, not the Strat. So I also bought some sanding drums and a polycarbide abrasive wheel. And so far, I've spent $165 total on everything. That's like the midplate, the throttle body, all the materials it's taken to do all this up to now, less than 200 bucks. And that is just, man, love it. So after hours of sanding and grinding, I am almost to the end, guys. I have one more place I have to JB weld right here, and then wait for that to dry, sand it down, and then I can finally start painting this midplate and then the other midplate, which also I took to my buddy. I'm not sure if I said or not in the video, and he's welding up the holes on the sides of the midplate. So I took a sanding wheel, and that was the Strat today. I went in these intake runners and just smoothed everything out, put a little bit of a knife edge on the inside of these intake runners, and then the outside also right here, and then got the bottom portion painted, the housing over here painted. Man, so I'm gonna call it tonight in this video because it has been a long day, long couple days actually. I've spent probably at least 14 hours on fabricating everything. Like, you know, taking off the intake manifold's one thing, but when you go into fabrication, it just takes forever. So this next video, I'll get it all put together, and then we should at least be able to install it in the car and then see what it looks like. So thank you guys again for all the support, and just, you know, I love making these videos for you guys. It's really kept me pumped, making me happy to like work on cars again, and hopefully you guys had a Merry Christmas and all your projects are doing well too, and just, you know, just keep on wrenching. All right, I'll see you guys later. Bye.